Hey, welcome back to From Scratch Ranch. I'm Jason, and today's project is all about these coats. We got coats hanging around everywhere and all our hooks are falling off. So we got to build some coat hooks, some hat hooks, and some miscellaneous shelving just so we can get more organized around here. And we're going to do it with some really cool Eastern red cedar that we milled on our wood-mizer LX25 sawmill. So this is going to turn out really cool. So stick around and we'll get right to it. This right here is a piece of junk. I bought this at one of the big box stores. It's a 5-hook coat rack, but it's a piece of junk. It's made out of MDF, which is super soft, not real wood, and these hooks just all fell right out, just ripped the screws right out. And they're tiny little screws. I mean, look at that, just tiny little screws there. Nothing at all to hold in this MDF. So the weight of the coats and everything just pulled them all off, and it lasted one winter. So we're gonna do something really cool here. We're gonna put in a big live edge piece of cedar slab and real wood and some longer screws, better hooks, and get that secured really nice and tight, and it'll hold up a lot of weight. So that's the first project. The second one is right over here. On this wall, I'm gonna put some plaques, some live edge plaques with hooks for the hats, so we can hang our hats on the wall here. Easy to get to and saves a lot of space. We've got the boxes full of all of our baseball caps and knit caps and whatnot. That's fine, that can stay that way. But all of our cowboy hats, we need to make sure we have some space to hang them quickly, easily, and keep them nice and clean and easily accessible. And finally, Kristen wants me to install a wood shelf right here above the washer and dryer, so that way we can put all these laundry products up on there to make them a little bit more accessible and, more importantly, more organized. So with that, let's head out to the barn and check out the wood slabs I have for these projects. Hey there, Remy. So here's the sawmill. Yeah, that's the LX25 wood-mizer. It's got a random log on it now. Cedar. And then here we've got all of our slabs that I've got left over. I mean, it's not much, but I think there's definitely something in here that we could use for these little projects. All right, so this one here, this one's got a round on the one side, so that's not gonna be any good. That one aside. This one here is cut on both sides, so that doesn't have the live edge that I want. And it's a little narrow. It would be useful for something. This, well, that edge is kind of rotted, so that's not gonna work well. This one's too thin. And this one, yeah, that looks good. Yeah, this one's nice and thick. It looks like, I mean, at least an inch thick. And it does have some bark on it still. And that's about a 12-foot plank there. So that one, I think is gonna work well for our coat rack. And also, I can get some vertical planks out of this one for the hat rack. Oh, I gotta think about the laundry shelf too. So that laundry shelf, this one might be good for the laundry shelf, where I can maybe rip this down on the table saw to get that flat edge, and then use this like, nope, that's pretty rotted. Maybe what I'll do is I'll throw this guy back on the sawmill and cut this to size. And this could be our laundry shelf. It'll have a nice live edge on one side. Yeah, this one will work out nice for that. So now I'm gonna run this plank through the planer here to get an even thickness all the way across, and then also to give it a nicer finish for the front and back, so it fits nice and smooth against the wall. That's gonna look really, really good. A really nice clear coat on here. Draws out all that nice color and depth. Ready to install. And this is the wall we're putting it. I removed the old coat rack off there, and these are the two Molly holes that I had there. And I've marked my studs. I've already found those. I've got 3 studs I'm gonna put this in to anchor it real well. So it's gonna go about right here. And I've marked on my board where those studs are at with some marks there. And so I'm gonna go ahead and pre-drill my holes. So I've got these plugs, these oak plugs that I'm going to use to fill the hole after I drill and put the screw in. I've got a 3/4 inch bit that I'm going to use. These are 3/4 inch plugs. So I'm going to drill my 3/4 inch hole just down enough where this will set into, and then I'll drill a second hole, pilot hole, for the screw to go into. Fit in there nice. And these 3-inch screws to screw this to the wall right into the studs. So I just want to drill a small pilot hole right in the center of the bigger hole I drilled already. These I go all the way through. All right, well, that's a wrap on this project. It turned out pretty good. I think we're going to stay a little bit more organized now, and it looks really, really good. So until next time, keep living the dream.